Hi there! Welcome to our overview of the SaleSqueze Sales Hub, your single point of managing inquiries and quotes, and a portal for communicating with customers. In this video, I'll show you where to find your new incoming inquiries, how to convert an inquiry to a quote, how to create new quotes, how to add taxes and discounts to your quotes, and more. Let's start with the dashboard. It's the first thing you see when you open your Sales Hub. The dashboard is there to give you vital information about your sales at a glance. It displays a count of all inquiries received, quotes sent, expiring soon, and quotes confirmed in a given time frame. By default, week to date is shown. You can click on View All next to each counter to open the corresponding inbox folder. You'll also see a list of quotes and inquiries that have been assigned to you and require your attention. This lets you jump straight in without having to dig through each inbox folder. Scroll to the bottom of the page to see your monthly statistics for a quick, high-level insight into your business performance and growth. Two default insights are displayed. The first one shows a bar chart showing a tally of all monthly quotes created, prepared, and confirmed. The second one displays your configurator's visitor and total page view count. Let's move on to the Quotes tab. This is where your sales inbox lives. It contains all your inbound inquiries and prepared quotes. It's designed with the familiarity of an email inbox in mind, so you should have no trouble getting comfortable with it. Included are standard folders like Sent, Drafts, and Archived, and also special folders that filter your documents by status. You can create additional folders by adding custom tags to your quotes. And if you ever need to find something fast, you can use the search, filter, and sorting tools at the top of the list to quickly find what you're looking for. The list of quotes at the core of this section displays all vital quote data at a glance. It's easy to see the quote's status, document number, and customer information, as well as product and price. You can also see some extra details. For example, customers identified as highly engaged and ready to buy are marked with this fire icon. We use advanced lead scoring that can accurately identify hot leads so you can focus on them and successfully close sales. Let's move on to the Customers tab. This is where you'll find a list of all your customers. In addition to inbound customers, you can also add customers manually here. If you click on a customer, you can see their quote history and update their information. Next, we'll take a look at an inquiry. In SaleSqueze, any inbound submissions from customers are called inquiries. Once a sales representative reviews the inquiry, it can be converted to a quote and sent back to the customer. Both the customer and sales rep can still suggest new versions as the sales process continues. Once the customer is happy with the quote and ready to complete the purchase, the quote is confirmed. Looking at the interactive inquiry, you can see that it looks a lot like any standard sales document. Its head contains basic information like submission date, customer contact information, delivery details, etc. Moving down to the body of the inquiry, this is where you'll find the list of products and their price calculations. The product, in this case a pergola, has already been configured by the customer, and the SaleSqueze platform automatically calculated the price based on the specification. We can even have a look at the bill of materials for the pergola by clicking here. Over here, in the toolbox on the right, are some tools for the sales team. You can assign a sales rep using this drop-down selector here. And, if it helps you stay more organized, you can add custom labels using this field. Labels add an additional dimension you can use to filter quotes in the inbox. Back to the quote status bar. This is where you can see if the customer has been identified as a hot lead, if the quote has been opened, etc. One look at this section, and you know what's going on with this inquiry. This one is waiting for sales. Click the Prepare Quote button to create a quote draft. Now that we're editing the quote, we also have the option to set an expiry date for the quote. There are a number of fields where you can add some information or a custom message for the customer. The toolbox is also a bit different when we're editing. You can customize the quote terms by selecting a price list, changing the quote language, and adjusting the product display mode. There are 2 modes of product display. Standard mode is selected by default, but you can always switch to compact if you prefer. Let's look at the product section of the quote in more detail. The main product toolbar is where you'll find discounts and taxes options, folders for organizing products into groups, and the little button that clears all products off the quote. Click on this button to view the product's bill of materials. Adjust the product quantity with the quantity selector. You'll find the main product operations here. Click on Edit to open the configurator and edit product configuration. You can also duplicate or delete the product. Here's where you can edit your unit price and VAT tax rate. Let's take a look. If you add a discount to the product using the Add Discount feature, you can also set a target price, and the application will automatically calculate the discount rate. Finally, you can add more products to the quote. Clicking on Add Product opens up a list of available products for you to select, and then configure using the product configurator. Scrolling further down, you'll find more standard quote elements. You can customize each of these fields with your own message or terms. In the subtotal section, you can add a discount that will be applied to the subtotal. You can also upload attachments to your quote. Before we finish, I just want to take you through the 4 steps from start to finish, starting with an inquiry and ending with a confirmed quote. Step 1 is when your customer submits an inquiry using your product configurator. Once the inquiry is submitted, the customer receives an email confirmation with a shareable link to their inquiry. At the same time, the inbound inquiry now appears in the Sales Hub. Your team will also be notified of the inquiry via email. The inquiry is now at Step 2. To move the deal forward, convert the inquiry into a quote. When viewing the inquiry, click on Prepare Quote. Review the quote draft and make any changes you need to using the features I talked about earlier. You can see how the quote will look for your client by clicking on Preview. Now, click Continue to proceed to the Send Quote modal. Add a custom message for your customer if you like, then hit Send Quote. Alternatively, you can also save the quote without sending it to the client. Step 3. Now that you've converted your inquiry to quote, all that's left is for the customer to confirm the quote. If you need to, you can make further edits to the note and create a new version of it. Likewise, the customer can also request edits to the configuration. They can do this by reopening the product configurator and resubmitting the inquiry. In this case, the document reverts back to inquiry status. Step 4. Congratulations! Your quote is confirmed,